Greetings, lords and ladies, Kaiser here, and welcome to another episode of our Mountain Blade Gekokujo Daimyo Edition Let's Play. First and foremost, I believe I have to apologize for the lack of videos the last few days. I'm very sorry, guys. I came down with, I don't even know what to call it, the spring flu? Maybe? Basically, headaches, sore throat, coarse voice, you name it, I probably had it. And I was lucky enough that I actually had a few videos in my backlog of Crusader Kings. Those came up. I was kind of hoping I'd get better in the meantime, but I did not. So, with that said, wait, let me just go chase this guy off, and while we do that, I'm gonna keep explaining. With that said, if for whatever reason I make some random pauses every once in a while, just consider the fact that it's probably just me either clearing my throat because I'm still having a little bit of a coarse voice, as you may hear. Afternoon, please get to him before night. Yeah, that'll work, that'll work. Yeah, and those kind of voice cracks are gonna keep coming in. But I felt that it was long enough, like I didn't record for long enough, and it is about time I did something. I got my water right here, I got my meds, I got everything. I'm hoping everything goes well. Apparently we're still degrading our relations with the Magawa, but they don't exist anymore, so it's fine. Right, so what's been going on these past 4 or 5 days, something like that? Essentially, since I did have the time and I didn't record, I went about just playing this game a little bit every once in a while, seeing what might happen, etc, etc, etc. I was curious about two things first and foremost. That somehow doesn't work, does it? Spread out a bit. I wanted to know where in the goddamn hell our court is. And sure enough, our court is still located in Kubota. Despite the fact that we ordered the court to be moved like 2, maybe even 3 times by now, I believe. We ordered the court to be moved, it was not. It is still in Kubota. Now, I'm wondering if maybe I bugged it because I commanded the court to be moved again before it even moved the first time. Maybe that was the case. The other idea I have is maybe it's just bugged in the submod, you know, because I did continuously try to move the court via the, I don't know what to call it, lettering option, basically just contacting your lords directly and whatnot. We contacted our wife directly by that. And so I'm thinking about possibly moving our court to Edo via the vanilla Gekokujo way, aka just go to the town and choose move court to here via the town menu. That's the situation currently. 20 dead, that's fine. They do have 80 units, I believe, so it's gonna be a while. And I mean, that's the first bad news, aka that the court is still located in Kubota, so pretty far away from us. But I went and checked it, and the partially good news, now I'm gonna keep calling it partially good news for now, and you'll see why. The partially good news is that there are about 10, possibly even a little bit more, lords waiting to be hired in Kubota. Now, the reason I call it partially good news is because I'm glad that lords are actually, you know, considering joining us, but it's kind of bad news as well, because absolutely none of those lords are worth hiring. Now, for those of you that are possibly new to the whole vassal management thing, you have a couple different personalities for lords. The best are upstanding or good-natured vassals. Those usually agree with everything you do. They don't mind you giving off fiefs to other lords, etc, etc, etc. A level under that are martial lords. You probably noticed that we do continuously keep recruiting those, such as Lord Maeda is martial, Lord Kita, he's martial. They mind a little bit when you give fiefs and titles and whatnot to other lords, but they're not really bothered that much. They only get like I believe a -1 or -2 to relation or something like that. But they're still pretty upstanding, so to speak. Alright, I think we're out of ammunition now. What's the situation? 60 dead, 20 still ready. We're just gonna tell our infantry to charge. We're gonna tell our cavalry to possibly follow us. They're on a hill right there, so we'll go in that direction over there. Maybe surprise them from behind before our infantry reaches them. But yeah, most of the lords that were in Kubota were either calculating, pitiless, or I believe 2 or 3 of them were even quarrelsome. Now, quarrelsome, those are the worst lords ever. Those are the most likely to defect. Those are... Good God, how small is this map? The quarrelsome lords are most likely to defect, and they are most likely to just keep getting annoyed at absolutely everything you do. Like, if you do something that is not to their benefit, they are going to complain. Alright, let's go. Attacking from the side. Veteran Nambu Spearman got killed. Other than that, let's try and keep our casualties to the minimum. I believe that's an officer. Please let me get him. Good, we got him. No, don't kill. Nah! I mean, I know we're relatively full with prisoners. I'd still like some, though. Alright, let's see. So, alright, 6 wounded, that's fine. Imagawa villagers, but the officer is the real kicker and the real winner here. Did we get anything good? We're still full with items, so probably not. Though we can get rid of, like, the sandals and the really, really cheap things. Get some good stuff in here. At least the top ones. Tanto, alright, maybe... Some of these things were actually more valuable than the things we just took from them. Alright, meleeing actually advanced. Nice. Upgrade the skills. Intelligence. You are our wound treater and trainer. Good God, these voice cracks. I'm seriously sorry, guys. Right, so what do we give you skills into now that wound treater is already at a max? I guess we keep going into weight surgery or first aid. Each point the skill gives for that mortally struck. Yeah, that's the better one, I believe. The first aid also good, especially when we're trying to regain health quicker so that we can, you know, command units and whatnot. But let me see, who's our Nagako, first aid 3. That's the Matway. That's the best first aid person we have? You're kidding me. Oh, is Tojiko Tojiko is probably the main first aid person, and she's currently away messaging Saito that we are giving them Yoshida Castle. Hopefully that brings us up to an acceptable enough relation with the Saito to possibly be able to get some diplomacy going with them again. I'm kind of still doubting that, considering what keeps happening here, but maybe, perhaps. One thing I did notice while I was trying to, you know, get the court to move to Edo was that for whatever reason, silk is completely non-existent in Japan. I literally visited 80 to 90%. I even snuck into Totori, which, you know, the Amako clan is currently at war with us, but I snuck in there just to check if their markets maybe had a bolt of silk cloth. Sure enough, it did not. I went all the way to Nagasaki. Now, Nagasaki, the town that's supposed to have the most trade going in and out with China, with the Western powers, etc., etc., they had no silk. Nobody in Japan currently has silk. We have lacquer works here. We don't have dyes workshop because I was thinking that probably the best way to get silk right now was just to tell one of our dyes workshops to keep everything they produce in their inventory for at least a little while. Let's just visit the inn. Is there a hired guard? There's a traveler. There's no... Alright. I was hoping. Possibly. Oh, there are units. Oh, what kind of units do you have? Probably Otto, right? What? Weekly report. Morale of some troops is low. Oh, no. That was a lot. Mounted Tokugawa, lead Takeda Spearman. How low is our morale? Oh, God. Why? Because of the party size. That makes sense. And the food variety just became terrible. Okay, that's not something I was paying attention to, I'll be completely honest. See, there's raw silk right here, but that does not count. Sorry, I couldn't speak there. So what do we have? We have sake. We have, I guess, nigiri meshi. That's something we can take. Misoshiri. That's an additional. What is that? An additional 13 to morale. I'll take the soy sauce. We don't have that yet. That's an additional 7. But that's pretty much everything we can do here, except for the soybeans. But they're expensive, and they're only 40, even if we take both of the bags. Well, I guess it'll do for a little while. We do have plenty of fish still, we do have plenty of rice, but the variety there is really lacking for our units, I can imagine that. Let's manage the garrison, let's possibly leave some more units here, not keep dragging them with us. Oda Nobori bearers, perhaps. Let's leave those in here. Let's get under 300, let's try doing that. Tokugawa, Hatamoto Guard, I would actually like to keep those in my army, but... let's leave these Nobody Bearers here as well. We were on a perfect 50 Takeda Spearmen. Now because 2 left, we have 48. My OCD is triggered. I wanted to have, like, a nice number of them. Hojo, Hatamoto, I mean, we're not fighting the Hojo anymore. Tokugawa, they don't exist anymore either. But sure, let's leave those. Hojo no body bearers, that's one. Let's do a little bit more. Saito, let's leave those in there. Mounted Satake officers. Oh really, you can't become Hatamotos. Alright, you're staying here. Maybe 296 will be enough. Or rather low enough. Party morale, hopefully that goes up. Another thing we can of course do is just spend some money. Right, we have Great Lord Imagawa in our midst. Another thing we can do is just spend some money and pay the units a weekly wager, I believe. Or, no, actually it's like, there are 3 levels. Well, let's just do it so that I can actually show you guys. I don't know if I ever done this before. Pay extra money to your troops to raise morale. Now, you have low tax, medium tax, and full tax. And it's basically just 1,000 gold, 2,000 gold, 3,000 gold. And if I do, for instance, I don't know, I'm just gonna go full, like, 3,000 gold. I know that I'm trying to be thrifty, but I don't want the game to bug and not realize that we added food and lowered our number and whatnot, and the morale keeps being low. So we'll just give full, so you can see we lost 3,000 mon and gained 22 morale for that. And I believe that is added to... let me see, morale report. That is added to recent events, is where that is added. So apparently recent events was minus, how much did we get? 22? So it was at minus 28 for whatever reason. Possibly because we were doing too many battles. Like, our troops do need a little bit of rest and whatnot. We are getting a recruiter to bring more units to Kakagawa because... I played this game 3 times in the meantime while I was sick. You know, once to go to Kubota, the other time to actually see which of the towns might have silk and whatnot, and the 3rd time... what did I do the 3rd time? The 3rd time I just tried checking if I could recruit any other lords and what the results of that would be, and the results were not that good, especially with bad lords. Go figure. So we are going to go... Isa Sangemata also leveled up. Nice. By order of Great Lord Ladyboy, the Shimazu clan has been indicted for treason. Exile with the Saito clan. So the Saito clan keeps getting stronger and stronger. Isa Sangemata, agility. You are our forager. Let's give you some more horse arch. No, wait, you're the gunner, right? No, you're not. That's she. So horse archery is actually good for you. There we go. Train Saito skirmisher, Tokugawa marksman. We want you to be gunners, of course. There. Alright, now let's head to Odawara, I believe, is one of the towns where we have our Dai's workshop. Possibly also sell off the prisoners and whatnot. Declare war against... Oh, that's a lot of wars. Apparently, people are still declaring war against the Hojo clan, even though they don't exist. Between the Shimazu and the Imagawa clan has expired. Alright, 50 recruits to Kakegawa. Right, I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure that he just brought all the troops there. There we go. So, of course, they accepted... Wow, only 8 relation for a castle and a village. Welcome back, Tojiko. Now let me just see, you are our first aid person, right? Yeah, but even that, only 5. Wow, it's pretty weak. So we've just increased our standing with the Saito for a little bit. Why am I even sending her up? Let me just try and talk to my wife, affairs of state, emissary to the Saito clan. Wait, what? Send a gift. I wish to put myself under the protection that I declare war upon it. I can't even offer a trade agreement or non-aggression pact with them. Or rather, to them. That is weird. Why not? Can I do it with the Imagawa? No. Can I do it with anyone right now? Just... Goodwill? No, I can't. Wait a minute. Let me try it with, like, one of the further away clans, like the Mori clan. So with them we can. Okay, so with neighboring clans you cannot conduct anything for whatever reason. Sure, let's just express some goodwill with it, with the Mori. Yes, do that. Alright, so apparently we can't really do anything with the Saito, so we might as well just start courting the Mori, so to speak. In the meantime, we'll see if the Saito do anything rash, like declare war on us and whatnot. I was also thinking, guys, that one of the ways that, and just like that, I'm still coughing my lungs out, apparently. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Right, as I was saying, I was thinking that I suppose one of the very few ways... What? Somebody's raiding Kamakura, what? Who? Lord Yabunaka of the Amako clan. And he actually managed to raid it, and thus raided... Oh, you son of a gun. You're not escaping me now. This is it. This is over. Your life is over. God, I hate these people that just raid. It's still late night, though. And I keep not finishing what I'm saying. I was thinking that, apparently, you know, Musashi and Hyogonosuke, because I can't contact them directly, they keep, just staying up north. And I was thinking that one of the few ways, I suppose, that I could actually get them to come down and fight is probably to give one of them the rank of strategist. Who the hell are you, you ask? Alright, so you're either a quarrelsome person, I can see that much. You'll be hearing of me a lot. May have fallen for your tricks. Oh, my tricks? Well, no sir, they were not tricks, they were just pure, unadulterated steel. Take the field. It was just pure unadulterated steel. There, English. I speak English. Move. Is he actually... Just stand closer. Just poke the guy. Like that. so 2 of our people dismounted, for whatever reason. He got stuck in a rock. Beautiful. No, that was the horse. Somebody else killed him, though. The horse is trying to beat its way through our lines. Alright, now spread. We've got no more cavalry, so no need for that anymore. Our gunners are doing work. Our Onabushi are doing work. Cavalry to the side. That is an officer I do not want close to my units, is what I wanted to say. Charge at him, charge at him. Get his attention. Good job. Cavalry, just charge. Flank attack. There we go. So yeah, I'm thinking about giving Musashi the position of clan strategist. Might work. We'll see. We'll see. We'll still be able to command people, I believe, by just telling people, you know, I want you to follow me. We are still the Shogun after all, or rather will be soon. Is it not over yet? Okay, it's over now. Good. Yabanaka's gone. Nobody is going to be burning our things. Your party gains 2 morale. I mean, they're gaining morale, yet somehow... What was with that drop in morale suddenly? I wonder. I honestly thought it was because, wow, they are eating through these soybeans like they were... I don't know, what is eaten very quickly from the fridge? Or freezer. Ice cream. Ice cream is always gone. There's never enough ice cream. Like, you can buy a tub of ice cream, you're not gonna find it if you have a family. Alright, so back to Odawara. We stopped that guy. Dye works, there we go. Excuse me? Oh. I never visited a dye works workshop in the new, in the submod. Like, in Gekokujo, you were transported into an actual workshop, you know, like you're inside a building. That's what confused me there. Good day, my lord. We are honored that you have chosen to visit us. What do you require? Could you explain my options? Certainly, my role, most of the time, the most profitable thing for you to do is to let us buy raw materials and sell the finished goods directly, because or if you find that the raw materials cheaper, you're not answering what I want. It will no longer be possible for me to continue operating this enterprise. That is BS. Could you explain my options? Let's check the inventory. You got no inventory. Let's go over the accounts. We are currently silk cloth. There we go. Worth. I'd like you to keep all goods in the warehouse. There we go. That is all for now. So we'll try and see if we can get some silk cloth from here, and just command the court to move via the option here. Move your court here. This one right here. I like how some have periods, some don't. Or rather, just that one doesn't match. The garrison does not have a period. Everything else has a period. Speaking of managing the garrison, let's get rid of some units. aka, let's get rid of... Yeah! Ryosaburo the trader. Slaver, not trader, sorry. If you have any prisoners, yes. I want to sell the prisoners I have with me. 5,000 for 62 prisoners. We have a deal, sir. We don't have any prisoners here, do we? Oh, we do! There we go. Plenty of prisoners from before as well. Alright, there we go. So that was quite a lot of clicking there. Didn't want you guys to see that, to have to see that. So, everything we have with us, 6,063 mon. We have a deal, sir. And that is pretty much all of the slaves that we have with us. Is there perhaps anyone here of interest? Now, I do believe I bought quite a few books last time, so no need for more books. Nope, nothing really of interest here. Alright, so we've commanded them to keep the silk cloth in the workshop, we've gotten rid of our little not slave problem, sorry, prisoner problem. Oops. Plenty of villagers in here, but they don't require any training just yet. So Ottowawa has 419 defenders. Kakegawa will hopefully have just as many soon. Now, there's not really much we can do right now other than just try and get rid of any lords that come into our lands, unless something of interest happens for at least a week, considering, you know, we do need the silk cloth for the court to start moving. There are no wars right now, though. Where could we... Here's the thing. If I organize a feast, it's gonna be in Kubota, most likely. So I would have to get to the feast as well. I can't really say organize a feast in Ottowawa, I believe. But yeah, I've more or less decided, let's try this. Let's just try this. Take an action. No, wait, what? Select a book to read, right. Let's be a bit more persuasive. There we go. It's not like we ever camp or anything, but you never know. We might be able to read that. Minister. Let me see if he's standing in the main affairs of state, let's say. I want to persuade a lord of joining our clan. I wish to spy out another clan. I wish to exchange a prisoner. I want to give up a fief. I wish to make myself lord of a fief. I wish to grant one of my vassals a fief. I wish you to retire. I wish to replace myself as strategist. Who should be the new strategist? Lord Musashi. Alright, so he agrees with it. Nobody else really has anything against it. Wow, I'm impressed. Like, Shiroishi is pitiless, if I'm not mistaken, so I kind of expected him to be against this, but he is not. Very well. Do you have any ideas? I cannot think of anything. Alright, so basically we're pretty unified. I want to move our residence. To move our residence will require a small refurbishment. Alright, here we go. Shall speak later, my wife. So we've just made the guy... Great Lord Saito of the Saito has taken ownership of Arako. Let's see. There aren't really any lords that we can recruit. I'm thinking that once the Imagawa clan is gone, that I try to get some contact going with, it's been besieged. Wasn't Ida Castle? Or what castle was it? Recent messages. Iyama Castle. I'm just curious who they are at war with. Ah, they're at war with the Uesugi. I mean, we could just threaten the Uesugi with war. They are at war with the Saito. Are they at war with, no. Factions. Uesugi, where are you? Of course, at you. Are you still at war with the Takeda as well? No. You're bound by truce with the Takeda. But the Saito are attacking them. Are you at war with the Ikoiki, perhaps? They are at war with the Ikoiki. No wonder. Otari Castle and Matsukura Castle used to be Uesugi lands. I mean, we could threaten them with war. But the thing is, I have a feeling that the Saito clan are going to declare war on us pretty soon, considering that out of the 3 times I've played this game while I was sick, 2 of the times the Saito actually declared war on us. But we might try and see what happens. Do we? Do we try it? Do we try to squeeze something out of them, maybe? They're gonna hate us, but they hate us anyway. Though having 2 fronts, like, if the Saito declare war on us, this whole front is in trouble. And if we have the Uesugi declare war on us, Niigata's in trouble as well. Sakado Castle's probably gone like that. Let's not do that. Unless we were to destroy them before the Saito actually declare war on us. Do we want to be bloodthirsty? Are we bloodthirsty is the question right now. Who are we at war with? I know that we're still at war with, like, I know we're at war with the Yamako clan. Are we at war with the Ikoiki? There's a risk of war. Shogunate is at war. Is at war with the Urakami, right? So we have two clans that could just randomly enter our lands. Where's the Ikoiki? No outstanding issues. I'm so torn right now. Because we have seen that the Yamako are apparently completely willing to send somebody way, way deep into our lands just to raid and cause trouble for us in the treasury. You know what I could also do? Talk to staff minister. No, not minister, sorry. Administrator. What's the mood of the lords regarding the thief of Hirakawa? According to the reports of our spies, one lord supports Lord Kodera, one lord supports Lord Tateoka, two lords support Lord Hyogonosuke, one lord supports Lord Maeda, one lord support Lord Shiroishi, one lord support Lord Kita. So they probably each support themselves, except somebody supports Hyogonosuke, and that somebody is probably Musashi, considering he's the only lord, he's the only lord in our land that is not currently on this list. Sure, but domestic policy. That's what I wanted to. Send a message to another lord. Sending a gift to a person. Gift. Why gift? No, I don't want to send gift. I just thought that maybe I could contact Lord Musashi this way. Please send a gift. No, send a message. Lord Musashi. Huh? Ask him if he's willing to accompany me. Ask him if he's willing to go to a location. Ooh! Ooh! Did we just find a way? Thank you. Let's see. If this actually works, I will hit myself over the head for not finding this sooner. Good God. Domestic policy, that's what I wanted to do. Let's change our domestic policy. Centralize the decision, grant increased autonomy to local authorities. This is supposed to... Our government is neither too centralized nor decentralized. The upper class society is quite aristocratic. Our people are almost all peasants. Our troops have a mediocre quality. Our approach to trade is neither particularly mercantilist nor entirely laissez-faire. I legit don't know how to say that, but it's French. What do you want to change? I was thinking about granting some increased autonomy to our lords. Granted, that would lower our taxes a little bit, our income a little bit, but it would give our lords a little bit more autonomy, which means that they would like us more. So the way you saw in one of the previous videos, when the relation between us and our lords just randomly went up, this is the reason why. Because I'm pretty sure it's not because it's decentralized, but because I actually made it quite aristocratic. They like it when we're aristocratic. But if we increase the autonomy, I believe they'll like us even more. So we'll do it. I will initiate all necessary steps. There we go. Alright, so this episode has more or less been a little bit of like internal things, giving away our title of strategist, changing the local, or rather changing the autonomy of our lords. Like, the Uesugi and the Takeda are such good targets right now, and they're right smack in the middle of our lands. Like, I would rather have this line go here, not like nyek, 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 like that. That's me making racing sounds, I guess. So we could either go to war with the Takeda or the Uesugi. But until I know what the situation is with the Saito, like, I'm just afraid of that. I'm just afraid that when we declare war on either Uesugi or declare war on the Takeda, and as we're attacking them, the Saito just declare war on us and their entire army just enters our land. And their entire army is quite large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 armies. And each of those armies definitely has at least 100, if not 150 plus units. So, you know, that's quite a force that we would have to hit back, while in the meantime, either clan that we declared war upon would have the time and the possibility to strike back. And that would not be good. So we'll see what the situation with the Saito is. I might actually play a little bit of the game in between episodes and see what happens. But at any rate, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I really am sorry about my voice this episode, and probably the next few episodes, or however many episodes I actually record right now. I'm not even sure if I should. But yeah, thanks very much for joining me. I have been Kaiser. I will see you guys next time, and until then, as always, ad gloriam.